exciting, provoking, or what is it going to be like that first semester, and are you going to be able to really make it, right? So I was going to ask you if you could just each talk a little bit about that transition to Berkeley, how that was, how do you survive that, right?
Okay, so for me, when I was waiting for the answer, I was refreshing since the morning, and then the system crashed, and I was like devastated. So when I received the acceptance letter, but it was for spring, not for fall. But I didn't care. I could wait a year if Berkeley was the school. So yeah, I was a spring admit. It's different. It's like, why I'm not good enough for fall, or what happened? But anyway, it's like it gives you a semester to kind of prepare yourself. And when I got here, I took this class. It's a transition course for transfer students, and it helps you build up connections with other students that are going to go through the same thing that you're going through. Is strategies for time management, preparing for finals, for midterms, how to read, how to write, presentations of all the resources that this university has. It has a ton of resources, like if you need tutoring, if you need help advising, if you need counseling, everything is free. And this class was amazing. And I was approached by the professor, and she asked me if I wanted to do student assistant. So this is my second year being a student assistant for that class, and it's just helping students, like being there for them, creating events for them, and kind of help them connect with other students. So it was hard. Yes, my first semester was really hard because of the amount of reading, the type of writing you have to do, but you can do it. Like, it's gonna go gradually, like you can do it, but after the first weeks, then you feel like the wave of all the work that you have to do. And also, like for me, Berkeley is the center of my life right now. And like in community college, I had to work, I have to do this, and then community college, here is Berkeley and everything else. But I work here, I get paid to student assistant, so it's great, and I'm graduating in December, so it's amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. Some of my main concerns coming into Berkeley was how difficult classes were going to be and the class sizes, as well as how approachable the professors were going to be. And I have to say one of the best things that I realized was that the professors really are there to help you. They are not as intimidating as you think they're going to be. They really want you to come to office hours. They really try to help you through the class. At least for most of them, that's what I've experienced. I know that there's some that it's not the same, but for the most part, a lot of the professors are very approachable and very nice, as well as the graduate student advisors. My first semester was definitely rough. It was getting used to the readings, to the amount of readings. If you're not used to that, it's intense. But like you said, at first it starts slow. So you're like, okay, I got this, like I can do this. So I would say that if you want to get involved in organizations and stuff like that, because it's a semester system, it starts slow. Take advantage of the first few weeks to get involved, because then you're going to feel like you're overwhelmed with everything in classes, and you're not going to have time to start a new club or to go to these meetings. And once you're in them, you can just not go for a couple of weeks and then show up after when you're not so busy.
For myself, I built a good support system at COM and going to community college. And so when I lost that support system and came here and made that transition, it was definitely hard at the beginning because you knew who to go to when you were having problems at college, and you knew who the professors were to talk to, you knew the resources to go to. And here, there's still all those resources plus some. It's just you just don't know where they're at yet, or you haven't really experienced them. You don't have that relationship that you would have at COM. And so I think at the beginning was definitely hard. The first classes I took, one of them was like 1,100 students. The other one was like another one like was in the upper hundreds. So it was definitely like you're a little bit of a shell shock where you're like, whoa, like